Hey, yo. Look, man. Quick video today as word going around that Scott Hall is going to be passing to the next plane, whatever you believe in. But I'll tell you what, talking about Scott Hall and the impact he made on not just the wrestling world, but for literally millions of people across the world. Scott Hall, for those of you who don't know, you know who Scott Hall is. He's the bad guy, man. He's Razor Ramon. He is a guy who has gone through extreme circumstances in his life and came out the other side in such a great place. And I'll tell you what, as somebody who we got word that Scott Hall from Kevin Nash. Scott Hall went in for surgery, had some complications, and I think that's probably one of the biggest fears you can possibly have about any sort of surgery is somebody not coming out the other end. As a matter of fact, my father-in-law is going in for surgery on Thursday, and that is something that is terrifying to think about. The idea that they don't come out on the other side, or they have complications. My wife's grandma, she had complications from surgery. She ended up passing. She was fine, went into surgery, and she didn't make it. And it's just crazy to think about that. But Scott Hall, look, I didn't know Scott Hall, but I knew Scott Hall, right? I think everybody knows Scott Hall in some way, shape, or form, right? I don't know him personally, but you know the essence of Scott Hall. You don't just know Scott Hall, you know somebody like Scott Hall. You know somebody who struggled like Scott Hall. You know somebody who has gone through hard times in their life that has really tried to better themselves and recover. And to see the things and to see the way that Scott Hall, who you see the videos from 10, 15 years ago when he would stumble out of the wrestling curtain, when he was so just destroyed by the things that he would put in his body. And for him to better himself and to remove those things and really get healthy again, which is amazing to see. Really says a lot about him as a person. And as of the time of this recording, he's not technically gone, but apparently his family is coming, and then they're gonna pull the plug on him, which is just crazy to think about. But I think about the times of when I was first exposed to wrestling. I was actually watching a video earlier today. I'm a friendo, and for those who get that, get it. But I was watching a video where Steven Larson, they were talking about their first exposure to Scott Hall, and it was 1997 or so. And that's about the time that when I started watching wrestling back in the WCW days, back when the NWO was starting to be cool. And us, we'd get together as a basketball team in high school, and we watched these pay-per-views. It was a big event, right? And that's when I'm a teenager, and it's this feverish excitement. And Scott Hall was amazing. He was an amazing character, and he was different. And it was really, really neat to see how him and Kevin Nash, they absolutely transformed wrestling. They made wrestlers a lot of money, and they really changed the way that wrestling was made. Now they may have eventually hurt wrestling with WCW and the way that they ran the business, but that wasn't on them. They had to do what was best for them, and it is what it is. But I think the overall story when you look at Scott Hall is it's like a Greek play. It's the story of someone reaching the mountaintop in their profession. Maybe not literally from a world championship perspective, but being one of the most iconic, literally Hall of Fame characters in a profession, then reaching the absolute bottom of the barrel, right? And that's rough to see. But then they pick themselves back up. All this to say that Scott Hall, as somebody who I've never met, but I've watched and learned from, not just from as a character, but watching them from afar, has made a great impact on the world. And I know that, like I said, there's millions of people who feel the same way that I do about him. So it's obviously it's a shame to see Scott Hall go. I don't want to say Scott. Like I said, I don't know Scott. I don't know Scott Hall, but there's so much there, and he'll be remembered as a great wrestler, but he's going to be remembered as a great friend for a lot of people, and a great mentor for a lot of people, and an inspiration. So I guess pour one out for the bad guy, the ultimate bad guy, and if you got a toothpick, pop that out and toss it at the camera one more time. Guys, have a great day. Remember, people are going to try to bring you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal? Go get it. Scott Hall, rest in peace.